Hey YouTube, it is your girl Raven. I haven't seen you guys in a while. How's everybody been doing? I hope you guys have been doing well because I have too. But guys, basically it is time for me to come to life and start taking YouTube seriously and my hair business seriously and my talent seriously and everything, guys. So that's why I haven't been making YouTube videos or just not even having time. But I am back and I'm here to stay because you know what? I slay every day and y'all need to see this shit. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But not really. So, yes, guys, I sell hair. This is not my hair that I'm wearing. I don't want to get in any trouble. So I'm not going to lie. This is actually my cousin's hair. Yes, baby. The family is booming. Fam is booming. Yes, guys. And that's really why I wanted to start selling hair, because like it just came so natural and everything. And then too, I actually went to hair school, guys. So this is not even like a real like front. Like this is like real. This is my life. Like seriously, this is like a serious passion for me and something that I've always really wanted to do since I was like 14. Yeah, 14 is really when I got into like using social media and doing my hair and makeup. And when I graduated high school, I went straight to hair school. I didn't last though. Like, oh my gosh, where do I even begin? Like, yes, when I graduated high school, I knew I wanted to pretty much blow up with selling hair, doing hair and everything. And I went to hair school and I'm not even gonna lie, I was good. I saw my true talent while I was in school. And just to pretty much elaborate on what happened, because guys, I did not get my Cosmo license. Oh my God, I did not get my Cosmo license because I almost got into a big ass fight. And it was just so stupid. And let me tell you guys what the freak happened. So basically, yes, I started hair school and I was friends with everybody. Like, as you guys can see, like I can talk my ass off. Like, it's nothing for me to have a convo with somebody. And I was friends with everybody in class and everything was going good. And it was this one girl in particular, I forget her name, but I'm just gonna describe her. She was a dyke. And me and her became friends on lunch break one day. I used to smoke, guys. I don't smoke anymore, please forgive me, but I used to smoke. And during our lunch break, me and her, well, just twice this happened. And you guys will pretty much like figure out why it only happened twice. But yeah, twice it happened on lunch break. We just like sat and just like chill, smoke a little bit. And I believe she weirded me out because she appeared to be a dyke. Like when I say a dyke, like this girl had dress, she had the posture, like she was like thugging with it. She had the tattoos, she had did I say dreadlocks? Like she had the shoulder like length dreadlocks. She was like dyke-ish, like when you see a dyke, like don't play. But anyway, when I sat and talked with her, she kind of weirded me out a little bit because she wasn't a dyke for real, and she was just like talking and me and her just wasn't as relatable because obviously I mean I'm not a dyke, and then too I'm not lesbian, and then she just like seemed to have like other problems. Like she was talking about the job and how her baby daddy is this way and that way. And guys, like not that I judge people, but I just know like what kind of person I am. Like I'm pretty much like a free spirit and I have drama, but like this girl, like she just seemed really kind of gloomy, and it was kind of obvious that she I don't know, like she just wasn't like on my level, you know, and we only did that twice. And I ended up gravitating to other kids in the classroom. And I don't know if that's the reason why. Now that I think about it, and this is like my first time like ever really just telling it like this, like telling like how me and her were first friends and then that happened. But anyway, yes, I now that I'm thinking about it, this could have been the reason why. That could have been the reason why like she like started to have like some kind of animosity out of nowhere. But anyway, I started gravitating along with the other cats in class, and like I'm not even gonna lie, like hair school can be kind of funny, and I didn't know that at the time. Like I was fresh out of high school, didn't know nothing about nothing, and you know, thinking that it was all fun and games, but I was still good at what I did, and it affected the classroom, you know, like basically trying to be friends with everybody. And yeah, and how I, from my point of view, how it went for me, it was basically like this here. Like I got cool with everybody, and then as the course went along, I pretty, like, not to toot my own horn, but this is what I observed. I pretty much like kind of like started perfecting things, and what I started sensing was like little like whispers and like little side comments, you know, like little shade thrown out there, you know, like indirect comments, but obviously about me type thing. And I didn't pay it any attention at first until one day when I was in class. One day I was in class and I was talking to my friend Jaisha, and me and Jaisha pretty much were like this, like, you know, I was talking to everybody in class, and like as time went on, because I stayed in hair school for like 2.5 months, so like in the beginning we was all kumbaya, you know, like as a little time kind of school that we pretty much found our partners, like one-on-one partners, and Jaisha was my one-on-one partner. And one day me and Jaisha were talking across the classroom right before lunch. It was like 20 minutes before lunch, and I hollered at her and I was like, Jaisha, it's a coupon on this app, like download this coupon so we can go here and stuff. And so I'm talking across to Jaisha, and like in the background I hear the dyke girl holler out something like, she said something like, y'all broke, y'all using coupons, need to get a job. And then, you know, like me being me, I immediately like spoke up. I'm like, wait, hold on, because I had spoke up to her like I'm thinking that I'm talking to somebody who I used to be cool with too, so keep that in mind. So I'm thinking I'm talking to somebody who I used to be cool with, and I said something like, what's wrong with using a coupon? You know, do you want one? Like that, kind of like that. And immediately this girl, like, she jumps out of her chair and she's like, I forget exactly what she said, but y'all, this girl really tried to fight me. Like she got a whole attitude and everything, and I'm like, I was just lost. Like, what? Like, what did I do? What did I say? Just really confused. But guys, listen, I'm about that life. I'm about that life, like for real. Like I'm not even gonna like tell any stories about me, but it is, like I said what I said, I'm about that life. So she came at me like what was I? And I, you know, before I knew it, I was confused because I'm like, what? But then it clicked to me that this girl was trying me. So a part of me kind of wanted to fight her a little bit, just a little bit, but I played it cool. I was just like, oh, okay. So it was like a real hurtful moment. And Jaisha, you know, she was like the only one who came to my aid, because that argument actually escalated to the point where I had to go sit with the dean. And the dean pretty much like told me like, hey, we understand that she definitely was the like an aggressor in that, and Jaisha, she was right there to like pretty much like confirm like, yes, like it was the other girl. Like Raven barely said anything, and this girl just, you know, got so mad. It was just like she had something built up for whatever reason, but we don't know. I didn't know. And yeah, basically I tried not to let it affect me as much, or make me feel any differently, but it was really hard because, again, like, the side comments just kept happening. Like, from that day on, the side comments just kept happening. And it would happen when I would answer a question for the instructor. It would happen when I would ask a question. It would happen when I would be in a conversation with somebody else, and it was just like I just felt things boiling up on the inside. Like, I just knew I was, like, getting to my breaking point of this girl, like, always having something to say behind, my conversations. Because can you imagine, like, girl, get a life. Like, why do you have, because dude, like, you would think that I'm, like, a famous person from how this girl was just acting like just weird, until finally it just finally hit the fan. Like, she said something. I was talking to this one guy in my class about how I got an interview somewhere, and and how I was going after I left from school and everything. And she said something like, like, why is she bragging about an interview? You grown, you supposed to have a job. And I'm just, after that, I just kind of I said something else to her. Like, I just said something like, like, who was talking to you, or something like that. And again, she did the same fucking thing. Like, but this time she got out of her chair and she was actually trying to approach me, and I lost it. I didn't get a chance to hit her because everybody got in between us. Everybody was like, no, Raven, get back. Raven, get back. And I'm out, and I'm trying to progress towards her and everything. I didn't get towards her because, like, when I say the whole class got in the middle of us, like, everybody emerged. So I didn't get a chance to get her, but I was trying. I was trying to the point where I was throwing things. I threw something at her, and I ended up hitting my professor, basically. And I got kicked out. She was able to stay. And yeah, I never went back to hair school. But I didn't really let that stop my dreams. Like, it happened, but I didn't let it, like, put me in a space where I just felt like damn, like, now I don't want to sell hair. Damn, I don't want to own a hair salon, or you know what I mean? So it surely happened, but I didn't let it, like, change my mind about what I wanted to do in my life. I just, just swallowed that pill, and I just, just kept working. I got a job the next day. Like, as soon as I got kicked out of school, because when I was in school, like, going to hair school and everything, I was already looking for a job because, yeah, like, going to school with no money and getting hungry on lunch break was getting whack. So, yes, I was already looking for a job and had already gotten an email requesting me to come in for an interview. So when I got kicked out, I'm just like, well, shit, I'm just going to pick up a nice job. And I got hired in customer service, and I was working, and, at first I was kind of sad. Like, I was, like, definitely depressed for a while there. Like, just not really understanding what kind of curveball life threw at me. And while I was working, I met people along the way. I discovered new things. I discovered that, hey, you don't necessarily need to have a Cosmo license to own a hair salon. The people doing the hair need to have a Cosmo license. And I took that into major consideration, and I just didn't let the hair school thing, like, freak me out. Because, like, guys, I do have, like, a little Cosmo experience. Standing on your feet 8 hours a day is not a joke. So I didn't feel too bad. I didn't feel that bad. And then also, I had a conversation with my dad, my own father, like, around the time. And, he was also like, well, I didn't really want you in hair school anyway. I wanted you to go and get your, like, go be a doctor or a nurse or something. And I heard him out. And I was just like, you know what? I'm damn sure not gonna, like, hurt my feelings anymore by making myself think that hair school was the only option for me or the easy way out. So while I was working at Xerox, it's a customer service job, talking on the phone, chit-chatting, I picked up courses at Holmes Community College for my nursing prerequisites. And yeah, so now I'm more of a like nursing major. Like I'm going to school for nursing. I'm a CNA at the moment, and I am returning to school this fall to become an LPN and taking my time. I'm 21 years old right now. Excuse me. I know my cousin, she's the same age as me. She's graduating nursing school this year. She'll be an RN. I am so happy for her. Her birthday is in July. My birthday is in March. So that makes us like 4 months apart. And I'm happy for her. And I also kind of realized that I'm not like too far off, like off track from my goals and dreams and like the expected time frame for, you know, a high school graduate to be a nurse like on time. So yeah, this isn't to be like a sad story. I want this to be like a motivational story for everyone, like to just follow your dreams. Always keep yourself productive. You know, if I can give like any real good tips in life, it would just be to like never allow yourself, like, you know what they say about sitting an idle? Like, you know, like it's a real bad thing to just be an idle, like not doing anything with yourself. See, that right there, like, that's like a major thing for me. Like, when I sit around and I just can feel time passing me by, like, oh my goodness, I feel like a straight demon. Like, just no purpose, no good purpose. And it just leaves me feeling really gloomy and everything. So that's been like, you know, a real good thing in my life, not using my time. Well, no, not sitting an idle, like not idolizing too much, just sitting around, letting time pass me by. Like I'm always reading, I'm always learning, searching things, coming up with new ideas, I'm researching, all those things, guys. And that's what really helped me to like stay on track and not get too behind and be able to get things accomplished. Like I've been able to like buy 2 cars. I'm supposed to get one today. So like, not to brag or anything, but also to pat myself on the back for the good work. Yeah. Always keep yourself productive. Like never become lazy. Like push yourself. Like one day when I was like partying, like one night I was partying, you know, like drinking, my battery's going low, drinking, hanging out with friends. I came home and was kind of like hungover that night, but I had to be at work the next morning. I remember waking up just like feeling like groggy, like, oh my gosh, I don't feel like getting up. But, you know, like, be for real. Like, although you're like not feeling as well, you know what your responsibility is and everything. So I just knew I had to be at work. I knew that was like my responsibility. You know, like I'm not gonna like sound like a mom about it or anything, but you just know these things, guys. If you're an adult, you just know what you have to do. I just remember waking up feeling kind of sluggish, but just knowing I had to be at work. And I literally threw myself out of bed. Like I literally like did like this and I was on the floor and like, yeah, just kept pushing and got ready for work. And guys, that's really the action that you guys have to make when you're serious about, you know, having things in your life and, you know, getting your money and everything. Like some people, you'll see it on Facebook, like, I'm gonna call in, like y'all just gonna be short staffed today. No, guys. Wrong mentality. The right mentality is throwing your ass out that bed, even when you don't feel like getting up. Like that's the real one. That's the real one. As bad as we feel sometimes. And don't get me wrong, I used to act like that. Well, not used to. I never really act like that. I have had that kind of moment, where I thought I was all big and bad because I was working like a slave. And I'm just like, you know what? I'm working like a slave. I'm just going to call in. Shoot. I'd be lying if I say I didn't get put on a 30-day probation at my job. And all that shit matters, guys. Like, I'm 22 and nobody has really had this like convo with me. It's always have to been like, proven to me by example type thing. So guys, anybody looking, like, please listen and adhere to what I am saying. Like, yes, guys, you cannot have that kind of attitude for real. Like, you would not move up in your career, in your job, or anything. And I was actually offered a supervisor's position before. Well, yeah, it was kind of like offered a little bit or presented. It was, the idea was presented. And I honestly feel like because I involved that kind of attitude, that's the real reason why my director probably changed her mind or let it go. Like, with me calling in or making excuses and stuff. So I don't know, like, if you don't care about being supervised, because I honestly didn't care. Like, the job, I don't work there anymore. Like, the job was just like, oh my gosh, booty. But I had what it took. Like, I had my good days, but I kind of feel like what also like drove me to that point, and don't get me wrong, was the fact that the job was like kind of like trashy and everything. Like, they would do this type thing. Like, say for instance, they make the schedules a month in advance. Like, like by say for example, like by December 30th, the January schedule was put up. So they started doing shit like this, guys. Like, boom, December 30th, I already knew what January had to answer. And I actually had 2 jobs. So I would tell my second job, like, okay, these are the days that I am free. These are the days I'm going to be available in the evening. These are the days I'm going to be available in the morning, and so on and so forth. My first job would do something like this here. January 15th. On January 15th. Oh, Raven, I know you were scheduled to be off Tuesday, but we need you're scheduled. Now you're scheduled. What? Yeah, they will play those kind of games. So that's really where that unavailability came in. So, and they were, they had their own, delusional idea of how they wanted their employees to be. And yeah, for me, it just wasn't real. Like, it just wasn't realistic. So I'll give myself a slide on that one, because I know I usually don't call in. I don't have a, but that job was just doing too much. Basically, like, they were just taking my sweet little kindness for weakness. Or, because I say it like that because, first of all, it wasn't always like that. It used to be where they would call and ask, call and say, we're short staffed, can you please come in? We'll give you a $25 incentive if you come in. But it went from that to, oh, I know it said you were off and now you're scheduled. And I'm like, what? And they're like, yeah. So I'm like, well, this is nothing to really respect then in the first place, because y'all can't even respect me as a grown woman. Like, what makes y'all think I just got all this time to give to y'all? And I gave every right to feel that way. So that's the reason why that didn't work out, guys. But I know I'm just curling my hair. I've been talking this whole time. That's pretty much what I wanted to do. It's just like have like a conversation and everything, so you guys can get to know me and, like, my true character, how I really am and everything. So this is me, guys. I'm almost finished. I have a really good bundle deal, by the way. I ended up ordering hair from my cousin. I was going to order my own hair. like, you know, for my own supplier and everything. Right now I don't have hair on hand because my supplier is on vacation, or at least that's what they said. They said they were on vacation, and yeah, they're back now. Like, they, you know, they reached out to me and let me know that they're back from vacation. And yeah, but yeah, that's the reason why I'm not wearing my own hair. This hair is from Touch by Jay. I'll be sure to leave her name in the description. She has her own website, Instagram page, and everything.
Come pick you